Alrighty, so it's week 2 of the Alex Steele 4 Weeks of Forging Challenge. There's some construction going on over in the street next to us, so it might be a bit noisy. Today we're making a pair of tongs. Alex Steele does a tutorial video on a pair of tongs that he's made. I quite like the look of them, so I'm going to try and make something pretty similar to that. Alright, so at this stage I've put the head bit in, which is what's going to be doing the clamping. This bit I'm going to make sort of semicircular, so it'll sort of look like an eye shape, so that it should be able to hold round stock like that. This is the flat bit, which I'm going to drift a hole through now. The only reason I was really squaring this up is I'm going to hopefully put a twist in, just because I really want to try and do a twist. And making it square should make the twist a lot more pronounced when it's done. Alright, so now that I've got the first one where I want it, we're going to use the cold chisel to cut it off, and then we'll get started on the second half of the tongs. Alrighty, so now that we've got our second set nearly ready, just want to show you what happened to the first set. So before I started to cut it off and started on the second one, I did this. I didn't film doing the twist because I was waiting for it to go terribly wrong, but it didn't, so I'm quite happy with that. So now I'm going to film doing the twist on the second half. So that one also went pretty well. Call me surprised, but I reckon that's pretty good. So now that this top bit's cool enough to hold, I'll go through and just thin down this little bit where I'm going to be holding it, just to get rid of some of the nastiness in there. Got the second one kind of rounded, so now what I'm going to do is heat it up and hit it over the edge of the anvil just to make a little swoop so that my hand doesn't fall off the tongs. So I've gone and played on the sander for a little while just to shine up the little nail that we made. I also just used a drill just to make these a bit more even, just because they were a little bit lopsided. Put some little V's in on the top bits and just rounded off these back bits just so there weren't point on them. So now that's going through much nicer. So we'll heat the forge back up. We'll hammer this down to make the rivet. So I cold chiseled off the rest of that, just to pretty it up a bit. So what I'm going to do now is I'm pretty happy with them. I reckon they're pretty much done. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to heat them up, and then I'm going to oil them. Now I'm going to oil them while they're still a little bit hot. When they're hot, they don't rust because it's too high a temperature for rust to form. So by oiling them at that temperature, it looks really pretty and it stops them rusting up.